The Roman Empire is well and good. It's in good shape. It's in good hands.
I don't know about good shape.
Yeah, maybe not good shape. That's probably poor choice of words. Geoff Rohoman.
Hello.
In Sportsnet today, Sportsnet 590 The Fan, I'm Ben Ennis. He's Geoff Rohoman. And listen, it's a great follow on Twitter, at Roho590. You're really
I try
good.
my best.
I usually try and go through the tweets a little bit before I go through them on the air.
Yeah.
This was a strong week for you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, I tried really hard. Yeah. I've had some encounters this week.
That's
that
great.
would put some people to shame.
And we'll get to some of those encounters in a second. Should we start with the UFC news?
I might as well.
Okay, what do you got?
We got UFC 152 from Toronto's coming up on the 22nd.
Yeah.
First of all, weigh-ins are set for the Friday before the 21st at the Air Canada Centre at 4 p.m. Open to the public, so anyone can come down and check them out. See all the fighters weigh in and see their big stare downs and whatnot. Yeah. It's pretty exciting and it's really cool. It's free, so why not? And a lot of the fighters,
do that fake thing where they get into like a little skirmish.
Yeah, exactly, right. But a lot of the fighters have, fellow fighters as sort of they train together, so they're there and they're sort of accessible. So for fans, it's really cool. You can meet some of the fighters there. And then they just announced that the next month in October was supposed to be Jose Aldo defending his featherweight title against a guy named Eric Koch. Eric Koch is hurt. Frankie Edgar has stepped in. This is a dream fight that people have wanted for a couple of years now because Frankie Edgar was the champion at 155. Jose Aldo's the champion at 145. Frankie Edgar lost a couple of times at 55. He's dropped down to 45, and now these guys are finally going to fight. So that's a huge, huge card and actually a better main event than I think that the original main event was. So those are the two big headlines for this week.
So that's the UFC portion of this segment. Now we move on to Geoff's Twitter feed. And like I said, it's a great one, and you should follow him at Roho590. It's for the ladies for the most part. The ladies love.
I'm Rohomantic.
Yes.
Boom!
That's good. It's really good. All right, let's start on September 2nd. Does hashtag McDonald's sweet and sour sauce go off? Because I've been hoarding packets for a while now.
It's the best sweet and sour sauce out there. McDonald's sweet and sour sauce is so good.
I like the barbecue sauce, actually.
Yeah, okay. I can get on board that.
Yeah, I'm a barbecue sauce guy with the nuggets. Now this is kind of a big issue working in sports media is the packets and the condiments and the cutlery especially because everybody's always running around here. They're knife and fork, salt, ketchup, salt. So
we got to eat on the run here because we only have a certain amount of time in between. We have to be on the air, so you gotta pace it properly. And if you don't have cutlery, you're really sunk.
Yeah, good to know that you have the sweet and sour sauce.
So many of them. I got like 20 in my fridge right now, just waiting to eat. But
you put them in the fridge.
I keep them in the fridge. I don't want them to go off, but they might go off. There's no expiration date on them.
I just imagine them all simultaneously exploding.
Or open the fridge and they all fall out on me.
Yeah, that would be good too. September 3rd. People march too much. Take back the street. What does that even mean?
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Well, I get it that these there's a couple of assaults that happened in the annex and people were marching in support of them, but I just take back the street. I mean, are these people normally out on the street at that time? I don't know.
And they're like, they want to take the street back from the cars? Like, is that it?
I don't know. There was a couple of sexual assaults and they were trying to, prove that they were still safe and they weren't scared of this guy. Yeah. But just the whole take back the street thing, I don't know. I just didn't get that. It was, I don't understand the take back the street.
The phrasing.
Sort of thing. Like, it's awful what's happening and this guy needs to be caught. But just the phrasing of it was a little weird to me.
French Stewart's a little weird. There aren't enough French Stewart movies these days. I can't even think of a single movie. Obviously, he was in Third Rock from the Sun.
Inspector Gadget 2.
Okay, all right.
Home Alone 4.
I can't believe
Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2.
Hold on. You're not even talking about Beverly Hills Chihuahua 1.
No, he was in the
seriously?
sequel. Absolutely.
And you've seen these movies?
I've never seen them. But check out his IMDb, French Stewart. Go on imdb.com, type in French Stewart. You will be blown away by some of the straight-to-DVD sequels he's been in. I feel like he's been in Beethoven 14.
Yeah, that's there's some of these that
I'm an alien.
French Stewart. I love
He deserves a comeback.
French Stewart on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yeah, by Jimmy Fallon did him. Yeah,
Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon was great. If only he could keep it together more often.
But you know, some of the times I thought that added to it.
Yeah,
but it was just because it became almost a regular thing that he would not keep it together.
Seriously regular. Yeah. You know what's great about Netflix, and hopefully they give me a discount from now that I'm going to talk about them positively, is they've got like every single Saturday Night Live, like the DVD things.
Best of ones?
Yeah, best of the 2000s, best of the 90s, Will Ferrell, Chris Farley. I'm
a big best of Will Ferrell Saturday Night Live DVD guy. I love that
three
DVD.
different.
The first one was the best though, with his Harry Carey and inside the Actors Studio and Celebrity Jeopardy. Fantastic.
Challenge with the Champions Week continues on Live with Kelly against Amari Stoudemire. Someone want to tell them he's not a champion.
How is that a challenge against a champion?
He
got drafted out of high school, so he didn't even have a college championship. No. He doesn't have anything in the NBA. He's not a champion.
I don't.
Does he have a gold medal? He might have an Olympic gold medal.
Oh, yeah.
He might have. Yes. That might be his championship.
That's a good point.
But like Amari Stoudemire, really?
Do you watch a lot of Live with Kelly?
I do. It depends on what.
Who is Michael Strahan?
He's their new host. Yeah, they just announced him, I think, earlier this week or last week. He's actually really good on it.
Okay.
He's got a good
That's
personality.
That's what they said about Tiki Barber. Didn't last very long.
You raise a valid argument. Yeah. It depends on what shift I'm working here. If I'm up and I'm trying to kill time before I come into work and that's the only thing on at 9 a.m., then I'll put it on.
I miss Reg, man. Reg is the best.
Too.
September 4th. Who knew the Miss Bliss version of Saved by the Bell takes place in Indiana? What is the Miss Bliss version?
It was like the original before Saved by the Bell started with like Kelly Kapowski and Jesse Spano. They had sort of
really?
Slater. They had sort of a preseason, and Zach was on it, Screech was on it, and Lisa was on it, and there was 3 other characters. And the principal was Mr. Belding, but the main character was their teacher, Miss Bliss.
Yeah.
And it took place in Indiana.
Oh my goodness!
And all of a sudden they started the next season, and it was in California. And he was a surfer dude. Yeah, Indiana. Who knew?
Yeah, I didn't even know those episodes exist.
Man.
The biggest mind blow was seeing Mr. Belding in an episode of Mad Men.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and he's put on like 150 pounds.
Huge now, yeah.
But Mr. Belding, love him.
Can you imagine being in high school and your principal just showed up to wherever you were? Like, leave us alone, Belding. We're trying to have fun. What are you doing over here? We're going camping. Why are you showing up?
That's a good point. Enough people say, they can't believe Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
Yeah, Cool Runnings was on TV. The song sank. It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Solid movie.
September 5th. Football is back. I'm catching up on So You Think You Can Dance. You tried to hashtag Benisnet fodder, but yes, you can't hashtag
a Twitter handle. No. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I have to finish catching up on So You Think You Can Dance so I can start watching football because, So You Think You Can Dance takes priority in my life.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's clear. I didn't see this. I heard great things, but the back of Bill Clinton's hair is distracting me from what he's actually saying. Hashtag DNC, hashtag buy a comb.
Yeah, he just had like a little, it kind of sort of flipped up at the back. He didn't comb it all the way down properly. It was like, when you have a bad hair day and there's just like one little chunk of hair that's sort of in a curl. It was like that at the back of his head. And from all accounts, his speech was fantastic. But I just kept getting distracted by what looked like a rat tail on Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Apparently, it was great though.
Yeah, something.
And then we got a series of tweets about Honey Boo Boo. Some, I guess.
Have you seen the show?
No.
It's so like I don't even know how to describe it. Somebody told me to watch it. After the DNC convention. It's like this little 8-year-old girl who's like a pageant daughter.
Yeah.
And her name's Honey Boo Boo Child, or that's her nickname.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like the biggest white trash family I've ever seen in my life. This woman, her mother is. She's got about 18 chins. She's not put together at all.
Yeah.
They went out for like fast food and they ordered like the entire menu. And they're just like, they have the Southern accent. And it's amazing the way they just push these kids. And I'm sure people have watched like Toddlers and Tiaras and stuff like that.
It's a spin-off of that, right?
I've never seen any of those shows. I watched it for the first time and I just couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah, it's awful. But
it's creepy too.
That and the teen mom thing, I can't.
Like there was an 8-year-old. She's tanning. She's going to a tanning salon.
Oh my God. Ugh.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I can't watch that.
It's really, really creepy.
September 6th, just hashtag bro. Like it. It's succinct, right to the point.
Yeah.
Cuts to the core of me. Same day, Rafi might be the most annoying person on Twitter. Just talk about apples, bananas, belugas, and Old McDonald's band, not the issues.
If you follow Rafi, children's singer, I went to see him when I was like 3 years old. His Twitter, he's all about like political issues and what's going on. He was commenting throughout both the Republican convention and the Democratic convention. And I don't follow Rafi to get his political opinions.
Yeah.
I follow him to be nostalgic.
Banana Phone's a great song.
Exactly. Same reason I follow Pokeroo. I don't want to hear what Pokeroo has to say about the upcoming U.S. election.
Do you actually follow Pokeroo?
Yeah,
Does he have a Twitter account?
He does, and all he does is say Pokeroo. It's right. It's hilarious. People will tweet him, and it's just Pokeroo as a background. Yeah, that's all he says. But like Rafi, I gotta unfollow him.
Oh man,
people should follow Rafi in order to see what I'm talking about, and then unfollow him.
Yeah, you should have put his Twitter handle in that tweet as well.
I didn't want him to get mad at me.
September 7th.
A big deal.
This is my favorite, I think, of the week. September 7th. Speed dating seems like a good idea, but you know who makes a great first impression? Liars.
Am I wrong? Is that way off?
You are. I mean, that's bang on. It just seems
like a bad thing, like a bad idea. Speed dating.
Yeah,
I can go in there for 3 minutes and tell some girl I'm a doctor and I've saved orphans in some third world country, and she'll eat it up.
Yeah, that's right. Have you ever done it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Have you?
No, never.
Yeah, no. I'm still on the border. Online dating to me is still on the fence for me. I still feel I have somewhat of a personality that I'm still able to meet someone in real life.
It's socially acceptable now, though, for sure.
It totally is. But to me, it's just I'm still on the borderline about doing that.
Mm-hmm. 16 hours ago, 2 17-year-old girls at the mall on a Friday night just told me I smell good. Hashtag disturbing, but still got it.
It was so weird. I was at the mall with my buddy. We were buying shoes. And these 3, what looked like 7, they might have even been younger. I scurried away without any trouble. They looked like they were just having fun. They were goofing off like any sort of young high school girls would do when they were, without parents. And they walk by and they go, "Oh, you smell really good." I turned around and I said, "Okay, I'm not responding to this at all. We're gonna keep going. This could get me in trouble." But I smell phenomenal.
Really?
I've never noticed
that.
Fantana. I have like 30 different kinds of cologne. No Sex Panther, but I have all kinds of cologne.
Really? I'm not a big cologne guy. I gotta be honest with you. You know what? And sometimes I even forget.
Here, come nuzzle in here. Come give me a.
No, my goodness. But I don't smell you right now. I feel like I would have.
Well, I've been working all day.
Yeah. Okay. It's sweating.
But, yeah.
It's just sweating at the update booth. This is, and now we get into the TIFF tweets, or TIFF with 2 Fs here.
3 Fs.
3 Fs. Emily Blunt just walked into the Indian buffet on Jarvis. Is that true?
No, not at all. TIFFF is my hashtag. Toronto International Fake Film Festival. Twitter is the gospel as far as news goes these days. So what I'm going to do until TIFF is done, I'm going to tweet out fake celebrity sightings and hope that somebody, I shouldn't give this away on the air, but in hopes that somebody picks it up as a legit story.
That would be great. Is it wrong to order a hamburger at Swiss Chalet? I've heard they have good hamburgers.
I was at Swiss Chalet last night for dinner, and I ordered a hamburger. And you kind of feel wrong ordering a hamburger at Swiss Chalet, right? You got to order, a quarter chicken or something. I ordered the hamburger. It was actually delicious.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It was really, really good. So props to Swiss Chalet's hamburgers. And I got a bunch of tweets back telling me I was an idiot. And then I got one tweet back from Charlene Close, who works at 680 News, who said, "You know what? I like the hamburgers, so go for it." So that was my confirmation. I did it.
Congratulations.
It was really
quickly, final to Toronto International Fake Film Festival. Snoop Dogg must have had a crazy night out walking into downtown Denny's right now.
That was at like 5 a.m.
And Tom Hanks and Halle Berry spotted buying tickets for this afternoon's Argos game. I like that one.
It was, Caroline Cameron, who's one of our tennis bloggers here.
Yeah.
She tweeted me back and she said, "I'm going to the game. I hope I see them." I said, "Oh, Caroline."
Oh, poor Caroline.
They're not going to be there. I can't imagine. Them going to a CFL game is amazing enough, but them actually paying for tickets would be amazing.
In line, right? At the box office.
3 people ahead of them.
Tremendous stuff, Jeff. Thank you.
Thanks.